Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
But you know, you actually was on national television on several spots after Roger Stone's situation in the court. So I mean, like you do have a definitely.
It was bullshit. It's look, the woman's from Memphis. What's her name?
Tamika Hart. Yeah, Tamika Hart.
Tamika Hart. I identified that bitch first day when they picked the jury. I told them, don't let the bald-headed black woman with the big earrings get on the jury. She'll dog Roger. His lawyers, you know, they're white folk. They don't listen. I identified that bitch. I didn't even know her. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, let me tell you, I kept telling them. I named her Buddha. I says, Buddha's a bitch. Buddha's coming to get you, man. Y'all got to get Buddha off. But they didn't even check. And so she got on, and she became the jury foreman. And she wouldn't look at us. You could tell she just wanted to get this man. When they mentioned all the money Roger Stone had raised to overturn the laws that mass incarcerated black men in New York, she got angry. Like, you're not doing good stuff for black people. It's not going to let me, but still, you know, her sister say, but still, when they want to be an asshole, I want to hold on to anger and to lash out at you. The truth or the facts aren't as important as me getting this anger out. And she looked at the other black one like, that's not, him doing nice stuff for black people it's not a reason for us to not want to convict him. Every time they brought up Libya, the defense team that was all Jewish, mostly Jewish, objected because they didn't want Walter Fauntroy's name to come up for fear that someone black would say, I know Walter Fauntroy, what do you mean this dude was trying to help Walter Fauntroy? It may seem like this guy Stone, who's nobody's perfect person, but now and then has done stuff to help out black folk. And it's a lot more than what you would imagine. Remember that movie that, what's his name? The one who has his son wearing a dress and his daughter's a tramp?
Well, whoa.
Will Smith.
Okay. Okay.
That movie on CTE, what a lot of people don't know, a lot of black athletes.
Yeah, I do talk about, yeah.
One of the first people to raise money and fight to get medical care for black football players with CTE is Roger Stone.
Okay.
People don't know that.
Well,
At least I know black folk who don't help nobody no matter what. I'm talking about mega pastors with money, with staffs that's supposed, right? You got the Church of God in Christ, the church that was in Christ, because there's nothing Christian about those niggas now. And all the drag queens run everything. Yeah, I said it about them. Sorry. And what's that, All Saints University? It's supposed to be in Memphis. It's still a hole in the ground 40 years later. They've been collecting money 100 years, and all they got is holes in the ground.
Well,
this is what the black churches have.
Well, Tamika Hart, she's interested because she no longer lives in Memphis. She lives in Atlanta. But what she did here, she was the president of the Urban League here, and also she was on the school board where they voted to merge the city school system with the county school system, which led to white flight. So I've never seen where people was willing to give up power in the system of power. And she gave up our power in the city, which is predominantly black. To help.
She don't like, look, she looks like a feminist. She's a pork chop feminist. Okay. Pork chop feminists are the disgusting black women that are women first. They don't think they black. You know, your vagina means you're in a different race. It's interesting. Me having a dick doesn't make me a different race from black people. That's what the pork chop. They're useless asshole women. And by the way, she works for Bill and Melinda Gates.
Right.
They're the ones who want to kill off all the black people.
Yeah, I got a story about the Bill Gates. When Bill Gates came to Memphis to visit the city schools, I was substitute teaching at a school, Hamilton High School. This is like back maybe 10 years ago. And did you know what was crazy? Is that when he came to visit the school, they forced us to be on lockdown like we was in the penitentiary. Like they had all the school on lockdown except for a small group of select students. So he's walking around, and even the thugs in the classroom felt like, why we not good enough to meet with this guy?
No, like, he's evil. I had him. He came to my job once, and nobody could speak to him or anything. He hates people. So that's him. Do you remember how ugly he looked? How pale he looks? He has the same color as Mother Zuckerberg. It's Zuckerberg. He has the same skin tone. His skin is so ugly and so unappealing. I used to be friends with the makeup artist for PBS in D.C., and it took her about 3.5 hours to make him up because his skin is so ugly.
Oh, really? Wow.
And
Zuckerberg or Gates? Is it Zuckerberg or Gates?
Gates.
Okay. Yeah, he looked kind of bad. I saw him recently. He looked really bad. He got all that money.
Oh, and I left something out. You know that Booty Check, his roommates at Harvard used to hang out with Booty Check. So Zuckerberg probably did something with Booty Check. Oh, and probably his roommates. It was like
I can't imagine the president being named Booty Check, though. I just know Booty Gauge or Booty Gig, whatever that name is.
Well, Booty Edge. No, I don't believe Booty Check. I'm going to say it the way I want to. He treats us the way we Booty Check.
That's like some prison penitentiary stuff. I know.
He's no good. He don't like us. Why should we like him?
I gotta ask you this before I go. You brought PBS up, the Tavis Smiley thing, where they say he owes PBS reparations of $1.5 million for consensual sex. Mm-hmm. What's your take on the Tavis Smiley situation? Or
don't shit where you eat. Why are you trying to screw someone at your place of work? You knew better than that. Your mama taught you better. But you're so powerful that you really think that you could drop Rolo and not have one of those little white girls snitch? Or have one of those black girls snitch. And someone gave up the pussy and you still fired her. So you're a mean nigger. And by the way, what's that rash on his head? You know, it's a lot of black folks that are devious, have like that plastic
he was bad. I saw that picture. He didn't look so like he got something going on.
Yeah, well, it's not just him. There's another one that's got that little glassy skin on the top of their head. Gillum. Yeah, you saw the picture I put up there? Yes, it's you know he don't look good. He don't look good. I mean, I didn't even know who it was.
Years ago, that photo when he was running as a governor, he was on that boat with that white dude.
Yeah, and it looked like the gay dude had his pants in his behind, but he didn't. Like but his brother's gay. Gillum's brother's gay.
Interesting.
And I'm not, see, my thing is Gillum, baby. By the way, Gillum was all for the gay movement, 100%. He's a promosexual. He's supporting it.
It's a promosexual, hell. You know, what you say?
Yeah, Joe Biden, look, hold. Let's just do this. Mm-hmm. My god brother is from Memphis. He lives in San Bernardino, California.
Okay.
And he told me this story, and I keep telling people, I don't care when I like it. He had a guy who was a drag queen he knew. He's a pastor. Mm-hmm. And the drag queen would always complain, Godfrey, you look down on me. I'm not bad. I'm like a lot of people you look up to. A lot of people do this. It's not just me. I'm not dirty. I mean, right? It's like, and it's like a lot of folks a lot of people do this. People that you admire, people you respect. Folks that you look up to are just like me. Why are you so judgmental, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, look, man, I'm not judgmental. It's wrong. God said so. You know, that's your wife. That's what you're going. No, man, you really do dislike me. You hold something against me. And this is just, I was born this way. And it's like, look, man, okay, suck your dick, have a dick and a smile. Just, I'm not for it, okay? I just, no, Godfrey, you need to listen to me, Godfrey. See, don't you like Obama? Don't you like Obama? Don't you respect Obama? Do you know what he is? He's just like me. You like Joe Biden? You respect Joe Biden. Joe Biden is just like me. A lot of people are just like me. And God's like, look, man, I don't want to talk about this, okay? I get it. You gave, fine. Says, no, that's not like that. No, brother, I'm very serious. I'm not trying to lead you wrong.
Oh, my God.
And he says, well, look, let me just do it. So you know what he did? He started dialing his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he called up and had a little bit of phone sex with Joe Biden in front of him.
Oh, my God. How long ago was this?
This was, I don't know, maybe 2000.
Really? Wow.
And so, and my God, brothers, I don't care. I like you, but so what? So he whacked down against you.
You said 2000, but Barack Obama wasn't that well known in 2000, though.
Say what?
Barack Obama, you say he mentioned Obama to your guy.
Oh, hold on. Obama, 2004. 2004. It would have been about 2004 because Obama was 2000. It's okay. 2004. It's just,
do
you like Obama? Now he black. Okay, I get you militant. You think black folk don't do this? So he calls up Obama on Obama's personal number.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
And so he says, see, there are a lot of people like me. I know a lot of folk. I've been with both of them. And he's boasting about screwing Obama and Biden.
And your godbrother's a minister, right?
Yes.
And so he like, man, this guy was a member of the congregation? Was a member of the church?
I don't know quite what it is, but what he did tell me is that the guy got shot in the head execution style when Obama got, just like that guy Donald Young did, when they moved, when the Obamas got
killed. Yeah.
Three.
It was three?
Three.
Oh, okay. I
three.
About two. Okay.
And that makes four.
Wow. But why did Larry Sinclair survive, though? Because he published the book, is already out there, or why do you think they didn't kill him?
Because people know him, and he's Jewish, I suspect.
Mm.
And he's white, so that would have hurt Obama if a white man was killed. See, Obama respects white people. It's black people. Coons don't like it. Coons, I don't care. Tell your coons go to hell. Black people didn't get nothing from Obama. So
what about Reverend Wright?
Hold it. What you talking about, Larry Sinclair? Larry Sinclair is friends to a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I could get in touch with Larry. I haven't tried. I've talked to Larry 2 times.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this, Dr. Shaw. What's Reverend Wright? Is he aware of Obama's, thing? I mean, this is church. He was part of the church.
You don't think he doesn't know? Look, let me tell you. Let's do Jeremiah Wright, because I know you love him. I like Jeremiah Wright. I love Jeremiah, but Jeremiah Wright has done gay wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a God, my friend. It's a Christian. You can't do that. When Jeremiah Wright came to my church in 2017 to denounce Cheeto, that's his name for Trump,
mm-hmm.
he was talking about how he got close to God again. And in the middle of his sermon, and anybody that wants a copy of the sermon, all you have to do is call Michigan Park Christian Church and ask them for Donald Wright, what's his name? Jeremiah Wright's sermon back in 2017. I think it's like September, October 2017, Jeremiah Wright came and spoke at Michigan Park Christian Church in Washington, D.C., and you can have your own damn copy. And Jeremiah Wright said that God delivered him from the demon of homophobia. So if you don't think it's cool for 2 women or 2 men to screw, you're a demon, an evil spirit that's making you not like men screw men.
Okay.
Now, that's pretty progressive. In fact, that's beyond progressive. You mean it's evil? If you don't want someone hitting your dusty crusty, then I'm a hateful person. God doesn't like me because nobody's like drilling me. Who thinks that? Okay. The Bible says if you give a doctrine other than what's been given by the apostles, that man be accursed. And so when I got into the car with my mother on Michigan Avenue that Sunday, I says, Mom, I like Jeremiah Wright, but God's going to punish his ass for that shit he just set up in the church. God's going to strike his ass. Just saying. You know what happened? Jeremiah Wright had a stroke within a week of being at my church. And you can't confirm that Jeremiah Wright had a stroke. And you can't confirm it happened in 2017. And you can't confirm that he was at Michigan Park Christian Church. So I witnessed him calling homophobia a demonic spirit. Okay. People know that what's that church? Trinity Christian Church was a church for respectable gay black men and women to get fake marriages so they could function. Everybody knows that Michelle was introduced to Barack by another person who's possibly DL, Valerie Jarrett, who looks like Wallace Binghamton from McHale's Navy. She does look like the dude from McHale. Yes, she does. Sure she does. Okay. The same way Lindsey Graham looks like Angela Lansbury from Murder, She Wrote. Okay, wow. I got to put this down. Wow. And it's just so look. Jeremiah Wright, Donald Young was murdered. A lot of folks quit the church because I know one of the choir directors at Jeremiah Wright's church. And a lot of the gay people left because they felt the church could have found out who killed the 3 gay men. And so it means that they feel like there was a cover-up done for these men being murdered.
And they all were friends with Obama, right? They were connected to Obama, these 3 guys.
I don't know if they're connected, but they're all at his church. But what Larry Sinclair reported to me and reported in his book and reported to the police and reported to anybody that would listen was that, here's what we're going to say, that Barack Obama, that Larry Sinclair, not Larry, Donald Young called him on his private number that only the police and Obama had. And basically it's like, bitch, you need to leave my man alone. So if you don't know nothing about Obama, that's my stuff. Right?
Wow.
Okay. And it's like, where Donald, he got scared. How did Donald Young get my number? I didn't give it to him. And how would he know I know Obama? Who told him? So he called the police and would then say a week or so, Donald Young was murdered. People have forgotten that Donald Young's mother came down to Washington, D.C. to march at the White House to ask Obama what happened to her son. His mama thinks Obama knows.
Wow.
Right? Why would the mama think that? Wow. Why does the mama think that? Does she know something?
I mean, she said something in the paper, too. She talked about his death in the newspaper article from that period.
Yeah, well, nobody paid attention, and I remind everybody, in April 2012, Larry Sinclair won a federal case against Barack Obama in federal court, and not one newspaper covered the story. It still hasn't been covered.
He had his press conference at the National Press Club, right, in D.C.?
That's in 2008 when Joe Biden Jr. arrested him illegally.
Okay.
Are you working with me? There's something to this. It's not my fault. I ain't done nothing to nobody. But what is Joe Biden Jr. driving from Delaware into D.C. illegally arresting someone? And how come when the president loses a case to a man said that he used to give him blowjobs and watch him do dope, and not even TMZ, no gossip, no magazine in the country ran the story?
It's post-Lewinsky scandal, so it is interesting. About it, and dealing with sex, and it's post-Lewinsky, it's post-Clinton era, and you got more social media. You didn't have social media back then, and you got all this stuff. Why was it suppressed? That's a great question. Why was it suppressed?
Let me just tell you this so we can be clear. We know why it was suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
We know why it was suppressed. It was suppressed because for two reasons. It was suppressed because it's the same way there's this new guy who got in trouble in Florida and he came out and he's gay. You can't scandalize people for being gay. That's not a scandal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. The mores of the country have changed. So someone will tell you that that's not. But if it was a straight man beating his wife, like they're still complaining about pussy Martin Luther King got in the 50s. You'd think he's still busting a nut today. You know, Martin Luther King was the promiscuous man. Well, what about Harvey Milk was promiscuous? Harvey Milk was a pedophile. J. Edgar Hoover was a pedophile. How come you can't scandalize gay folks and the nasty shit they do? It's only straight men. I don't know. I think I told you this broad called me to do a show on Marion Barry and asked me about Marion Barry be corrupt. And I saw where she's going. She says, "Oh, you mean he likes women?" When she said he's corrupt. I said, well, a lot of men like women. I'm glad my father liked my mother. And I bet you some man liked your mother. In fact, we wouldn't have a human race if men didn't like women.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I shut her down. She's a lesbian. Okay. But she wanted to trash Marion Barry. And I said, you know what? And she said, well, what about the drugs? I said, you know what? Marion Barry looked out for us. And so y'all had all these light-skinned and bisexual and gay mayors since he's left. They ain't done nothing for us. I said, you know what? You made me so mad. Let me tell you something. If I had a big family pack rock of cocaine, and if I thought I could take that to his grave, he'd come back out and run for mayor again, I'd take it myself. She ended the interview.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
So, and I'm not for drugs, but she's trying to dog Barry. And you look at D.C. now, it's the most gentrified city in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has nothing. You got black folks living under bridges and stuff. It wasn't like that when Marion Barry was mayor. But we got this lesbian that looks like Arsenio Hall that's corrupt. And I'm waiting for someone to give me some papers. I'm like, expose that, and you'll see. They got another butch down in Atlanta. Her last name is Bottoms. It'd be a good name if she was a dude. She's corrupt. Wow. You just got rid of another turkey neck lesbian up in Baltimore. She's corrupt. And there's another one that's corrupt trying to get in. There's one that's omnisexual. She's run. I don't know if she's going to win. But, she's giving out enough blowjobs. I mean, that may get some people to turn out at the polls because they don't have high voter turnout in Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Man, I'm mad today. I mean, you should talk to me in the morning. I'm not a nice person in the morning. I'm mean in the morning. I'm more cool at nighttime.
Okay.
I'm here with my friend of like 46, 47 years. He knows I'm not a morning person. I'm evil in the morning. I'm just dogging people today. You have to call me at night. I'm cooler. I'll be more analytical. We'll talk about Dr. King's great speeches and Malcolm X and Kwame Nkrumah. But right now, I'm just mad. Called me like 5 in the morning. No, but I was up. What's up if you guessed good. So anyway, no, brother. By the way, Brother Hurt, I have a show I do. You've got to come on. And I do it with Bobby West, but we call it Short Take. It's my segment, and we just talk about stuff.
That'd be great.
We need to do something. And by the way, are y'all gonna get rid of that little bald-headed sissy congressman that y'all have? I just can't abide him. Cohen. He hates a lot of people. There's no reason for him to be. I'm just saying, I can't stand that.
Politics ain't really about, voting ain't about really issues. It's about popularity. He's very popular because he shows up to people's birthdays.
How can anybody that ugly eating fried chicken like it's a dick in Congress be popular? I mean, didn't you see him do that, licking his fingers, looking at people?
That was very awkward. It was very why did you do that?
He's nasty. He looked like the one that's a child molester in the in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Remember the guy was chasing the kid and had him locked up? There's something wrong with him.
Well, you know what? Dr. Short, you make some interesting points, and I think some people here agree with you, but the thing about it is, we're not sophisticated like we need to be as black people in general when it comes to politics. I think we was better off, we were more thinking 50 years ago than we are now. We really don't have no type of understanding how to use our votes and power as leverage as a people. Even though we got people like you and Dr. Claude Anderson keep on telling us how to do this thing, we don't know how to do it as a people, and we're very emotional about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
look, black folk are 80% of the people in that city.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all need to do is get some thugs from West Memphis to threaten everybody but one candidate running for the Congress. And you win.
Yeah.
I hate to talk like this. People say, you're a minister. You're talking about violence. This is very upsetting for me.
But look at the Vatican. Yeah, you used to have an army. You got mobsters. It comes with the territory.
The Mecca Church has damn mobsters when they're doing the offering. They have everything but AR-15s walk through the church. Did you give? Have a gun up by your face and shit.
You make some good points. I mean, look at Boss Crump, their history. But I just think with us, there's a lot. The People's Convention. We had the People's Convention back in the early '90s. That got Willie Harrington to be the People's candidate, but he didn't really do right by some of the folks who supported him. So they still got bitter feelings from that era. So we never really had a visionary leadership. We helped produce a Marion Barry, but he went to D.C. He didn't stay in Memphis. He went to D.C. and did a lot of good there.
Dr. King. Y'all let them kill Dr. King down there. I'm just sorry.
Well, I wasn't born yet, but yeah, I'm right across the street right now talking to you. I live right across the street when they killed Dr. King or crucified him. So I think about that every morning when I wake up.
All I can tell you, and I'm just being real, the black folks in Memphis need to repent for turning Dr. King out.
Yeah, it was an inside job.
That was not right.
Jesse come down here several times a year, though. That was interesting. Jesse come down here several times a year. And I don't know, maybe survivor's remorse or guilt. I don't know.
Who comes down several times a year?
Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson. He comes down here a lot.
Looking for some blood to put on another shirt.
Well.
Oh my God! Oh my God! So good. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. Jesse Jackson is one of the few leaders that we have. You've criticized everything we have. What do we have, Mr. Shaw? Mr. Shaw, you just criticized. You're just a very negative person. You need to support our leaders. They're doing things. What are you doing? I told him, I'm not setting up other black leaders for assassination. Aside from that, when you talk to Coon, they get mad when you answer their question. They change the goalpost. Coons hate to be confronted with truth. And I don't believe that Jesse Jackson would do that. I think that you would do it because you talk like that. and everything is feelings for black folks. Everything is feelings. Feelings.
And that was messing us up, though, right now. We got to stop that some type of way. But this is who we are about time.
Nothing more than coon feelings. Feelings like We're never going to get free. Right. Feelings. Oh, those coon feelings. Oh, coon feelings. White folks are our best friends. Anyway, I'm going to change the words to that song. So, yes, sir. Ready? I am too. We're about to march up out of here. We'll be in Tennessee, what, about 5 minutes? No, we can keep going with this. I just wonder.
Yeah, you know what's the intro, Doctor? I'm gonna let you go, but I keep hearing this beeping noise on the phone. I guess they're recording us.
I don't care if they're recording it.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I never heard this. Like, I'm hearing this beeping noise. I've been hearing it throughout the whole call. I'm like, dang, what's going on? But I know they already listening.
Yeah, I'm recording it. Hopefully I say something like, "Good, black people need to rise up and take it as." I'm not going to say anything stupid. Yes, sir. Everything. Thank you. No. Oh, I heard that beep. I thought it was you.
I don't know what that is. I've been hearing this since I've been on the phone.
Look, I was communicating with Rod Stone today, okay? and I sent some information about Corona to Iran today, okay? I communicated with 2 people of interest to the national security state. One is Roger, said that's me, and the other was Marzieh Hashmi. They both got arrested and mistreated by the FBI in January of 2019.
That's who's listening. The FBI is. Okay, thank you.
I mean, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think about them. But remember, I said this stuff about Corona. They mad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said I don't want to be the first one to talk about that. Then I'm gonna have problems for forever for talking about it. A lot of folks don't realize that most of the people that we consider leadership are chumps.
Mm.
They never stand up. They never fight for anything. And so you could be a practical nobody, where an average person like me, and they see you as some kind of triple threat.
Wow.
Threatening what? White people thinking, and like I said to you, they've been harassing my publisher and harassing other people. And I don't really worry about it. Okay, just like if they're afraid of me today, they'll really have something to worry about in 4 or 5 years. Okay. And it doesn't have to be something where I don't know. You have to understand something. I had a person try to get me to say something bad about Dick Gregory on that show the other day.
Oh, yeah, you're coming in low, Dr. Short. Coming low.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was trying to get me to say something bad about Dick Gregory the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like he was a plant. Like his thing was, what did he say? He's trying to get me to say that Dick Gregory was a disinformation agent. And I told him that there was only one thing I know of that Dick Gregory told me about that didn't happen, and that was that he said Donald Trump wouldn't be elected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it happened. Otherwise, most of Dick Gregory sharing with me it seemed to be, plausible.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I can't, Dick Gregory's a friend of friends. I can't tell you that he's dead. I mean, you have to go to someone else to get concrete evidence if you think that that's true about him.
Right.
But I liked him. I just saw an article yesterday that J. Edgar Hoover wanted to have Dick Gregory assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
with the mafia to do it.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't do that with your own agents, right? So, to me, that enough. If J. Edgar Hoover wanted to kill Dick Gregory, that would lead me to think that Dick Gregory had something of value that he was contributing to the struggle.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be, because I told him, I do knock people, but you have to be bad for me to knock you. I don't knock good people. I don't knock people that have problems but are doing the best that they can. You get where I'm coming from? I don't do that. If you're trying, you're doing something, God bless you. Help us. We need it. You get where I'm coming from? But if you have a career of just being a jackass, sell out to us as a people, I talk about you. Like I came up with the name. I should use it. But She Live Whack Job Lee. Instead of Sheila Jackson Lee. I love it. Oh my God, it feels so good. Sheila Whack Job Lee. Yeah. And by the way, it's getting to people. I was at the presidential prayer breakfast event at the Hilton. And the first head, I'm sorry, sir. By the way, that's a bad name I use. The guy who runs the Democratic Party, I want to talk bad about him for a second. You know his name is Tom Perez. Mm-hmm. And I call him Tom Give Head. And when I ran into the woman that was the first director of the Congressional Black Caucus, she was so angry seeing me. She was just visibly shaking in anger.
Wow.
Well, she's a boule. Fuck the boule. I can't stand those coons. If more people would just, if nothing else, denouncing, making fun of those people. And by the way, I have to discipline myself and just submit a budget. And I'm going to have a blog show. And then you can come on mine. And we could do this like a couple of days in a week. Then it'll be on my dime. And they're going crazy because I heard more people talking bad about the CDC in the last 2 years. They're using language like how I talk. Remember,
right.
I was messing with John King, calling him Talcum X.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that they're now using Talcum X all over Twitter?
Yeah. He'll block you in a minute. He'll block you, boy. John King will block you.
Yeah, but I was calling him Talcum X 5 years ago. Now other people are doing it. It's everywhere. I even see it in mainstream news articles are using Talcum X.
Yep.
So our little teeny tiny platforms, people are listening to this stuff.
Yeah.
They're listening. And some of them copy the content. I was listening to someone, they had a show, and they literally quoted. They started saying that they had a mother who hated men, who let his brother get raped by one of the boyfriends. He didn't hate gay people, but he was afraid of their diseases. And that was a direct quote of what I said on the Roland Martin show in 2016 that got me kicked out of the Green Party. Because Cleo Monago was I homophobic. And I says, my father was a man that wasn't afraid of him. My brother was a man that wasn't afraid of him. Says, I'm not afraid of men in general, but I am afraid of gay people's diseases. And they went crazy. See, I didn't say I hated it. I just said, they do have these things. Yes, they do. They do have it. And Anyway, but these little platforms, that dude repeated me, and I've heard other people, and they're repeating literally the phrases, the names. You hear it, other people pick it up and do it. Do you understand that if people, like I was calling, what's his name, Reverend William Barber, Bishop Mantitty, that somebody has said that they call you Bishop Mantitty, I know you. He'd get mad and say, where'd that come from? And then everybody starts saying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to know who's doing this, who's messing with us. Because you know what? One thing I tell you about black leadership, or I should say black misleadership, those coons hate criticism.
Mm.
They hate criticism. And so, but we have to keep doing it. I mean, Professor Black Truth, Black Authority, Sir, Fly Nubian Queen, all of them. We have to keep messing with these people because eventually black folk are going to wake up. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
And they're beginning to think. People are thinking. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I'll get people to call me from various places in the world. They know I just wanted to talk to you, man. I really didn't like you at first. But then I started looking and said, oh, my God, he's telling the truth. And I have people get upset. They get, just, I didn't do anything. I'm just telling you what's out here. And I'm not talking about, I would tell you if I have friends or family or someone one way or the other, this isn't based on me disliking someone. This is based on me knowing people and learning what they're doing.
Yeah.
And just saying it, I'll tell them that's why. Why you do that? Well, you don't know how good it is. I don't want to know how good it is. Is that okay? I don't want to know. Mm-hmm. You can enjoy it. Have all of that to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or whatever it is. To get people to think, my brother, to get them to wake up, to get people to close, to shut off some of the stuff that we're into and look at something else. And that's the thing. And I have a little comment to say to you, and this is going to be very offensive to the audience, and so we may as well talk about it real fast. Have you noticed that the more black folks get in the weed, the more LGBTQ we've got?
Yeah. It's interesting. You see that you hear that observation. I don't trust the weed they put out by the government. I don't trust this GMO weed anyway. So that is interesting.
And there's so many people that are in the weed and having the dreads and all that. They're into this stuff. I'm serious. Long hair, weed, gender fluid.
Listen to the music too. Listen to the music. Like you talked about the music.
Yeah, but basically, I had a dream many years ago, and I woke up from my dream laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a televised show, and it was going to be a discussion between black people and rappers about music.
Mm-hmm.
I have these things that are so funny. And this one elderly woman wanted to ask a question to some of the rappers that were on the stage. She's at the microphone. And the lady said, no, I'm so very tired. The music used to be uplifting and inspiring, but dick hop. And he says, hip hop. No, it's dick hop, young man. It's dick hop. Don't put your next dick hop. It's dick hop because I've seen it. It's dick hop. And they had to respect the elder, respect the sister. The older sister won't know. That's the way she's going to describe it. She's going to say dick hop. We all going to listen to each other. As I was saying, dick hop is done nothing for us. We would be better off as dick hop. It had never been made. And I don't mind if y'all are offended by my opinion, but I've seen it. Okay, so thank you. Next question. I woke up laughing. Hip hop. And that's what we have. It used to be hip hop. It's dick hop. It's dick hop now.
Mm.
It's thick. And frankly, it's not so much. You know, I know someone I went to out with is gay. They just reached out to me on Facebook this morning. I don't hate that person, but when I sit down and talk to them, I say to them, brother, nobody ever rejected you, even if we didn't agree with how you got down. We always liked you as a person. But that's very different from Sissy Porter being a fairy godmother and all this stuff, and being on Sodomy Street. This is too far. And if you think that it's good for them to teach kids how to have sex starting in the 3 years old and drag queen story out, you and I can't be friends.
Mm.
See, I understood if that's what you're going to do as an adult, that's what you're going to do. But the children have an obligation to protect.
Mm-hmm.
At least let them be 17 or 18 decide. I mean, do they have, like this thing that Dwayne Wade, or should I say Dwayne gave, and I'm a male union or a male eunuch, for them to do this to this boy, it's a crime. It's brutality, and they don't care that 6 out of 10 or more of them have regret, and maybe up to half of them kill themselves after they've had this done. Why would you give your child a 50-50 odds of wanting to kill themselves? It's going to be bad enough when everybody knew that he was a boy. Who's going to want him except for someone that's twisted?
Mm. Wow.
Think about it. If everybody knew, Ron, that you had your thing cut off and you were you were cosmetically mutilated into being looking like a female, how much love would you really get?
I don't even want to think about that, but yeah, I hear you.
Did you hear me say I hated the little boy or one? No. I thought people boy's life thing destroyed. I might care more than the nigga whose nutsack he came out of.
Mm. It's like D. Wade is living vicariously through his son. I think he got some sexual identity.
I do too. I think that D. Wade wanted to get hit in the booty or whatever, so my son's gonna get all that I couldn't get.
Right.
I do. I've seen parents live through that. I've thought this too.
Mm-hmm.
And Gabriel Union don't really care because it's not her son or her daughter.
Right.
And so it's helped her career. So she's a little Jezebel asshole. Y'all call that a strong black woman. I call that a bitch.
Mm.
You don't do that to a child. And for all the folks that think the B word is bad, what she's trying to do to that boy is worse than calling her B. A B isn't mean enough. In fact, maybe I like dogs too much. I need to take it back. Because, Lassie wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Now, only the thing I was going to say to you is, have you noticed this global warming or whatever it is? I got flowers and stuff sprouting in February. I've never seen.
I can feel the warmth. Yeah, it's interesting.
What the heck? What is going on?
Well, I know the year's going by pretty fast as well too. So maybe Jesus coming back very soon.
Oh well, people needs to come back. Can you imagine? I know something's going to happen. By the way, I want to talk bad about some churches before I go, since you mentioned it. That's one of my predictions. A lot of these mega churches are going to begin to collapse increasingly, more and more of them. It's going to pick up, and it's going to pick up throughout the decade. A lot of these big, overblown churches are going to close or have significant reductions in their membership. They're going to struggle. In fact, you're going to find some preachers talking real stuff like, have you noticed that big SpongeBob-looking sea urchin, Rollover Martin? his show is now halfway talking about relevant black stuff because he's trying. You know, the bootleg people are so pathetic. When they've got a crowd, they won't do what they're supposed to do. And it's only when people don't pay them attention that they start trying to black up, to buff up their act.
Mm-hmm.
Now Rollover Martin is saying real stuff. It's an act. I like it as much as his ugly ass got ties. And he's got enough money. He's a millionaire. Don't you think he could get a facial or something to do something with that shadow that's always on his face? And him and Tavis Smiley, you know, I put it up on Facebook. I mean, if he's got $1.5 million to pay out for restitution for screwing the people at work, he could get hair bugs.
Oh, Tavis been looking sickly for a while to me. He looked kind of sickly.
Yeah, well, if you've been banging like that, you know, maybe you got something. I don't think we had that conversation, or did we? I didn't tell you that a lot of stuff, when you see people's scalps, when the hair's falling out and all that, a lot of that is a result of people taking antiretroviral drugs.
Okay.
STDs impact hair loss.
Mm-hmm.
STD can impact your skin quality on your scalp. Okay, these things happen. You can have a herpes outbreak on your head. So I see certain people, and they have this glassy skin on their head, and you wonder what caused that. If it's a rash or a growth or something, I don't know, but I'm just, like I said, pigs shit where they eat, people shouldn't. You shouldn't be screwing someone that job. And come on, Tavis Smiley, you're a big man, you got money, you're tall. I mean, you got to extort pussy from workers. I thought part of being a star is that people throw it at you. People leaving panties in your mailbox, panties in your icebox, panties in your coffee mug. I mean, you don't have to like pull a gun and say, "Stick 'em up, bitch. I need some pussy. I'm important." No, they'll find you. She probably saw that little fungal infection on your head, got scared. And she's penis like that. I mean, he will do something that everybody can see what he's doing that thing in his drawer. I mean, women be picky like that.
Mm-hmm.
You knocked on yesterday, I can tell. You know. This isn't good for that. You know, you need to stop using close-up because it doesn't keep your breath fresh more than 30 minutes. You need to get yourself some peroxide, some Toms of Maine, some Listerine, and a rinse. And you need to do all of those 2 or 3 times before you leave the house, Ron.
So quite frankly, sisters out there, I mean, they be straight to the point, straight on chase.
You know, I can tell that you had grits this morning. I smelled it when I came in here.
Oh my God! We were like that. You're right.
They do. It's like, please shut up. Just letting somebody steal her welfare, it's Social Security check. She had time to talk to somebody else. Like, oh, I would have to hear it.
Wow. That's crazy. So, I'm sure I could talk to you all day, man. But how can we, people connect with you or listen to your show that you have?
Oh, the show that I'm doing is Bobby West out of Columbus, and we call whenever I go on this short take. You can call in. It's between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Wednesday. The number you call in.
Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern.
9 a.m. to 11, and that's 877-932-0967. 9966. Let me make sure. No, it's 9766. 9766.
Okay.
877-932-9766. That's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on Randy Short, Facebook, Randy Short 1965, Instagram. I'm DRS1 on Twitter, DRS1. And I'm Dr. W. Randy Short in LinkedIn. And I think, those are the main ones that I'm using. And of course, if people love the humor, love the info, bless a Hellraiser who brings Richard Pryor, Malcolm X, and I can't say, I don't follow Eddie Murphy that much. I guess it must be me. Dick Gregory and all that together in its own way. You know, you can always email me, which is also my PayPal, which is wrandyshort@gmail, or Patreon, which is Randy Short 1965, or Cash App, which is # capital D, little R, big R, little ANDY, big S, little HORT, $ Dr. Randy Short, and send me a piece. People would be amazed. You know, Brother Ron, when folk give us stuff, it helps us. There are a bunch of books I want to buy, and you know, when our budget is tight, equipment. By the way, I have a mixer. I have some other stuff I'm going to do. I really do want some folks to be nice because we're going to launch a show. Initially, we're going to do the 99 plan thing, and then I think we want to try to go to the 300, and that way we would get people to come in, and we'll launch a channel. And I want to spread out the stuff over YouTube. I like calling it that, YouTube. And see what other places that we can do and work it, because this election year is going to be pivotal. I also want folks to write me, W. Randy Short, I have a book coming out called Slavery's Mastery. And, wow, I have stuff to do, much to do. I can't complain. And pretty soon we're going to start doing, for everybody that kind of likes, I call myself like a black Christian nationalist. We a conference call on Saturdays. We're not going to do it this week because I'm out here running around. But what I'll do is send you that, and if folks, you know, aren't going to try to disturb, eventually we're going to start doing, because I don't know, some of us are Christian. I think the black folk that believe in God need to start getting active and raising hell, and it's not in the four walls of these coon churches. And I'm pretty proud. I think I told you that we took a stand against prostitution in D.C. I've got to look and see what we can do about euthanasia. I got to look to see what we can do on human trafficking. And I'm even trying to help someone run for president in the Ivory Coast. And there's just other things. We need to band together. In fact, just so people know, I do have an LLC now. It's called SALT Ministries. It stands for Salvation and Liberation Temple. We got an EIN number, an account. I just need to figure out who I want as officers, and it would be a humanitarian, faith-oriented, because when you have a 501c3, you can't tell someone having sex with children is wrong, or people get tax exemption away. Stop criticizing people. Just accept it. Maybe that child is learning something. You don't know, everybody learns differently. And now there's so many coons out what the stuff, it's crazy. You know, that God has to be coming back. And by the way, a whole lot of coons are going to hell. In fact, I really think it's stupid to have lived under this oppressive system as black people. and go to hell a coon because you followed hedonistic, Luciferian white supremacy and Negro empiricism. Imagine that. You lived as a nigger and then you spent eternity in hell. Wow. I mean, chump, what a sucker. I mean, maybe that's why it says be ye separate. I don't want to be around a coon that wants to spend eternity in hell. A baby killing, gender bending, and a drug-addled, white wannabe, blonde extension wearing coon. It sounds like hell. Anyway, I think you know how to catch me. Definitely send me a piece and more stuff coming. I pray for us, pray for Stone to get released because I want to do something around here. Folks are catching hell there. Folks are catching hell.
That's where you fading out. Yeah, I'm cleaning your last part.
Oh, I said folks are catching hell all over. And the one person I want to work with until we are working to get a coalition of black ex-offenders together to push for the expansion of Section 3 and other stuff. And we will work with Dorito, that's my nickname for president. If he's going to hook people up, in as much as he does have a money machine, shoot, I'd be nice to anyone with a money machine. But we'll work it out. So all these things are going on, my friend. And again, thank you. Call me back at some point because you know we missed something. In fact, I didn't talk much about Scumbird, but I'm glad that's going to come out. And another thing I want people to do is pay attention to Biden. He's mentally deficient. You know how black folks pretend that folks aren't mentally ill? Oh, she's okay. She's all right.
Right.
It's interesting to watch white people act like black people and not address the mental illness of Joe Biden. I mean, it's like he doesn't even know what to say. You know what? If he were at a Klan rally, he would forget to say nigger. It's really bad. I mean, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, that Constitution sounds kind of weird. Yeah, Whoa.
And by the way, have you noticed the Indians have all these little small hotels?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm one of those Indians here in Virginia. I can't even believe they know where it is. And they didn't give us curry or nothing. Anyway, wow. It's just interesting. They're everywhere. Dunkin' Donuts, 7-Eleven. I don't even like Slurpees no more. Okay, let me stop.
No, you're good. Yes. Thank you for your information, for your time, for your caring for our people. I just want to wish you safe travels, and I hope you have a great time going deep down south. Do what you need to get. And
I can't find your stuff anymore. All of us complain they have made you disappear, brother.
I tell you, they're removing my videos and stuff like that. They've been out there for years.
Man, you're more invisible than black freedom in America. This just can't find it.
Well, people find me right now. They found me. They go, We All Be TV on YouTube. Yeah, that is interesting, man. It's crazy.
Well, can you change your name?
Cassius Clay could change to Muhammad Ali, of course. Everything it's all about reinvention. It's all about who's better at reinvention than black people. So we'll see. It's been an interesting year for me.
Wow. So they really don't want. They've been attacking all the black platforms. You need to tell your audience to give you some money so you can upgrade your material, man. They're attacking.
I'm looking at that. I get a lot of people.
Every black platform that's halfway talking to people, they can't stand. So if you look at, forgive me, Charlemagne or Unadamain the fraud.
You're not a man of fraud. That's great. I love it.
How they get millions saying practically nothing, and other people struggle to handle a few thousand. And I'll tell you something. A lot of people, y'all need to start, like, criticizing these people that you guys aren't as good as people who have 500 listeners. Somebody's pushing them. And by the way, You Not a Maine the Fraud was talking about Kamala Harris's vice president. And you know what? She probably put the button box inside and stuff. So confused.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Messing with her. Let me leave Kamala alone.
Yeah, but it was the independent black media that really got people understanding how she's been such a ratchet to the black progress and freedom in this country. So, yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory. I mean, I think about 2016, I think there's punishment for 2016, too, how they're treating certain elements in the media.
They're afraid. They've become so afraid of us, man. And
yeah.
I was like, what are you so worried about? You know, I was doing something while we were talking. You know, I was messing with Booty Check hard. You followed me on Facebook. I was just disrespecting it. And someone was on my wall on Facebook, and I called Booty Check a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And someone said, well, I mean, this guy really lies good. And I was going to put a comment, well, if a person had semen in their mouth, why not have lies too? And when I was typing that, you know that there was something preventing me from typing, it was erasing. Since when these queens that was fighting with, they wouldn't let me put stuff. They started putting all my stuff on Booty Check off. So I actually think they have folks assigned to us specifically to stop this particular person, stop them. And I don't know how many people listen to you. Is it 200? Is it 300? Is it 1,000?
Well, I don't trust the algorithms at all. I don't trust because when I walk outside and I talk to people, man, I heard you, like they say, it was like a class, a group of middle-aged black women that follow you on my platform. So I'll go out to the library, I'll go out to a place. Oh, Brother Ron, I heard Dr. Short, he's intriguing. I mean, he says these provocative things that he makes me think. Or I'll go out across the country and people say, oh, Brother Ron, we like what you're doing. So I don't trust the numbers because I know I'm being effective. Like you said, you hear people pick up your phrases. I hear people pick up certain things of mine on my platform that I put out there. He's like be like a Charlemagne or somebody like that. I'm not saying I'm the only person putting stuff out there, but Malcolm X warned us about the media and how powerful it can be and why they try to circumvent certain voices. Like Malcolm, he started Muhammad Speaks for the Nation. It was on the end of the newspaper before Malcolm came along, and at the end, they wouldn't even print his own stories or articles in the newspaper. And he started that media platform.
I absolutely want today. You and I need to give you a number. You got to meet my publisher. We need to be on Netflix. We could do something this year. This book is coming. I was talking to her about doing something on a couple of people. If you're down for it, don't be a stranger. I'm gonna just send my message to you. I'm gonna say, man, I don't know how y'all do that. I have to extend my jaw, man.
It's good to know now. You guys not using that now. That's a Memphis thing. I was doing like that whole long time, but people using it now. Shit is hilarious.
I saw Hustle and Flow. That was so racist. People don't do that.
That's more like Nashville. When he was talking, that was really us. Like, he's from Kentucky or some stuff. Like, Terrence Howard. There's Terrence Howard, though, but, you know.
Well, he's a so I mean, he's got a lot of things mixed up. But it's like, man. It's like, did they really do that? I don't think I'd be able to go to Memphis and stand till they, man.
We say man, we say, you know how you say golly and all that stuff. A lot of people say golly and man. We say man. You know what I'm saying? We say that. But Memphis,
but that's a New York.
that's almost New York. That's not real. I mean, but I'm talking about the real one, like the stereotype one. Man.
I mean, you got some folks, like, you got some characters now. You got characters everywhere. They a little bit more extreme, but you also got people that use it, I guess, in moderation. They don't put that much emphasis, but it is a part of our vernacular down here. That main thing is a part of Memphis. That is a part.
Okay,
But mm-hmm.
And I want to introduce you to my crazy friend down in Mississippi. I have this crazy ass Republican preacher who knows all this dirt on people, man. We're just talking this stuff about folks, man. It was so wild, man.
What part of Mississippi you from? Oh, he lives in
South of Jackson.
Okay.
And by the way, you know who knows about the sex houses? Have you ever talked to Mother Coley Clark?
Yeah, I met her like back in 2016. I gave her a We All Beat Lifetime Award, and I interviewed her up in Harlem, and we had we had dinner at Sylvia's.
Okay.
With George Finney's the Death House. I mean, when he was in prison, the George Finney guy who got killed, the 14-year-old, I met his friend in prison. He used to cut his hair, and he lived in New York too. So we all had dinner together. Like 4
you mean
years
the little
ago.
boy when he was 12?
Yeah, down in
13?
South Carolina. He wrote a letter to support him. I interviewed him a couple of times. Now I wanted to meet him when I was in New York, so I met him and Sister Coley Clark at the same time. They treated me to Sylvia, so we had a good time. So it was interesting, like getting her backstory and also talking to him as well too.
I'm something I gotta tell you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me. Did you see how Trump let Blago's ass out of jail up in Illinois? Illinois?
Yeah. I thought they were cool.
Blago knows all of Obama's dirt. All of it.
I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest.
No. Well, Trump let him out to create confusion. Trump is funny. Trump does all sorts of Machiavelli stuff. He's hilarious. I mean, people don't get it. He's driving people nuts. And I don't know. When I'm in the house, my mother says to me, "He acts just like you."
Yeah, he acts like a black dude. Trump do act like a black dude. More than Obama did.
I wrote a piece for Roger Stone and Dr. Course, and I mentioned that Donald Trump doing the joning.
Yeah.
It's like black. We can relate. We enjoy that. That's refreshing.
You know how he made fun of Bloomberg at the G-PAC, I believe? Like, he was talking about how short he was, how he responded to Elizabeth Warren. That was hilarious.
I would have done something like that. You heard what I said about Elizabeth Warren needed to jump out, and if she landed on the face, nobody would tell the difference.
Yeah, I love that. I heard it in your Facebook Live. That was great.
We just have to mess with these people. And I'm just thinking, wow, the thing that really got to me, this last time, this congressman, Anthony Brown from Prince George County. Okay. You know he supported Booty Check.
No, it wasn't surprised. Don't surprise me, though.
Why would they surprise you? Now, you know,
I mean, like, the DMV area, man. I just don't.
He used to beat the hell out of his wife. They covered up for him. That's what they said.
Oh, wow.
You know,
okay.
So yeah, he's a woman beater, and he thought he was going to get something out of it. He came all out for him, but you know, like I said, I still, forgive me, I digress. When Biden was looking at Booty Check's behind with that big chested cat smile, it's like, God. By the way, my cousins are tight with Clyburn, right? Do you know that he called me with histrionics complaining, saying, "Man, Randy, you're not crazy." He says, "No, I'm not crazy." He says, I saw Biden up on Booty Check, and he said it all clicked. And he says, "Oh my God." And so now his father is mad at me. You know why?
Why?
he's now arguing with his father that I'm right about Biden and booty check. And now my cousin doesn't like the fact, because they always try to make it out that I'm crazy because I don't support Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're good ones. There are some good ones, but not many. And now his son is saying what I was saying about Biden and booty check, and he was looking at how he was up on them, and he was like, "This is being done right on camera. He's not hiding it. He wants us to see it, or he's not aware that it's here." I would be like, "Son, have to be Republican, not knowing people."
I don't think he is in right now. He needs to get a mental evaluation. We need to really do a mental check on him. I don't think he knows he's running for president. I don't think he knows he's running.
Well, all I can tell you is that if Stone gets the thing, I think I sent it to you. If Trump does what Stone told him to do, yeah, I have my jacket. If Stone gets his way, Trump is going to demand that Biden prove he's mentally competent. Are you feeling? Mm-hmm. Mentally competent. And if he's not mentally competent, Trump won't debate him. And that's Biden's not going to be willing. Well, it's hard, but that's what they need to do. In fact, it wouldn't be harsh if it was a black person they'd do that. And by the way, they've challenged Trump's mental state.
Hey, everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that jingle review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.